Hey everyone, and welcome. Dealing with type 2 diabetes can feel like a lot, especially when you're trying to figure out what to eat. If you're just starting out or you're looking for some clearer guidance on the best way to nourish your body and manage your blood sugar, you've definitely come to the right place. Forget those images of boring, restrictive diets that leave you feeling deprived. Eating well with type 2 diabetes is really about making smart choices that empower you to live a more energetic and fulfilling life. In this video, we'll walk through the basics of a diet that supports your health, offering practical tips, some simple meal ideas, and helpful ways to plan your meals. Think of this as your friendly guide, helping you take that first confident step towards better health through good food. Basic principles of diet for type 2 diabetes. Think of your diet as a really powerful tool in your everyday life when you're managing type 2 diabetes. It's not about feeling like you're missing out or following a bunch of complicated rules. Instead, it's about getting to know how different foods affect your body and making choices that help keep your blood sugar levels nice and steady. Imagine your blood sugar as a smooth wave, gently rising and falling, rather than a wild roller coaster. That's what we're aiming for. One of the big things to wrap your head around is insulin resistance, which is often a key part of type 2 diabetes. It's almost like your body's cells have become a bit stubborn and aren't listening as well to insulin, the hormone that helps sugar get from your blood into your cells for energy. So, the food choices we make can actually nudge your body in the right direction and help it use insulin more effectively. When we talk about diet, what we're really looking at is finding the right balance between the main types of food we eat: carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. With type 2 diabetes, carbs often get the spotlight because they have the most direct impact on your blood sugar. But it's definitely not about saying goodbye to them completely. It's more about being clever about the kinds of carbs you pick and how much you have. Think of it like choosing the right kind of gas for your car. You want something that gives you smooth, reliable power. And it's not just what you eat, but also how much. Even those super healthy foods can cause your blood sugar to creep up if you have too much at once. So, paying attention to your portion sizes is like adjusting the volume on your favorite song. You want it just right, not too loud and not too quiet. Finally, even when you eat can make a difference. Picture your body as liking a regular routine. Eating your meals and snacks around the same times each day can help keep your blood sugar from swinging up and down too much, and it can also help you feel more balanced throughout the day. It's like giving your body regular fuel updates. So, while there's no single magic diet, these basic ideas, keeping your blood sugar steady, helping your body use insulin better, finding the right food balance, watching your portions, and eating at regular times, are really the heart of a healthy way to eat with type 2 diabetes. Healthy foods for type 2 diabetes. Okay, let's talk about what your plate could actually look like when you're focusing on eating well with type 2 diabetes. Forget the idea of a huge list of foods you can't have. Let's shine a light on all the delicious and nourishing things you can enjoy. Imagine your plate as a blank canvas, and you're using your food to paint a picture of health. A big splash of color on that canvas should come from non-starchy vegetables. Think of these as the real MVPs of your meals. Vibrant leafy greens like spinach and kale, crunchy broccoli and cauliflower, juicy bell peppers in all their colors, refreshing cucumbers, and versatile zucchini and asparagus. They're absolutely packed with goodness, fiber, vitamins, and minerals, and they're not likely to send your blood sugar soaring. So, go ahead and load up on these. Next, let's bring in some fruits, but maybe think of them as a lovely accent to your meal. They definitely have natural sweetness, but they also bring along important vitamins, minerals, and that all-important fiber. Berries like strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries are fantastic choices, and so are crisp apples, juicy pears, and bright oranges. Just remember that a little moderation goes a long way here, and it's usually better to enjoy the whole fruit rather than just the juice. For your main source of energy, let's choose whole grains. Picture these as the slow-burning fuel that keeps you feeling energized for hours. Options like quinoa, brown rice, hearty oats, and whole wheat bread and pasta break down more slowly than the refined stuff, which means a steadier rise in your blood sugar. Now let's talk about protein. This is super important for keeping you feeling satisfied and helping to maintain your muscles. Imagine adding some lean protein to your plate, maybe some flaky baked fish, especially those rich in omega-3s like salmon, tender grilled chicken or turkey without the skin, a comforting bowl of lentil soup, or some versatile tofu. These options give you the protein you need without a lot of extra unhealthy fats. And don't forget those healthy fats. Think of them as adding richness and flavor to your meals, and they're also really important for your overall health. A drizzle of olive oil on your salad, a few slices of creamy avocado, a sprinkle of crunchy nuts or seeds. These are all great ways to include healthy fats in your diet. Finally, to wash everything down, let's not forget the simplest and most essential drink: water. Keep a water bottle handy and sip on it throughout the day. You'll want to be mindful of sugary drinks like soda and juice, as they can have a pretty significant impact on your blood sugar levels. Just like there are foods to embrace, there are also some that are best enjoyed in smaller amounts or less often. Think of sugary drinks and refined grains as things you might want to consider as occasional treats rather than everyday staples. The same goes for processed foods and sweets. While they might taste good in the moment, they can often lead to blood sugar spikes and don't offer as much nutritional value as other choices. Also, being mindful of high-fat meats and choosing lower-fat dairy options can be a good idea for your overall well-being. Ultimately, what you're aiming for on your plate is a colorful and balanced mix of all these food groups, with a real focus on those that help keep your blood sugar stable and provide your body with the nutrients it needs to thrive. It's all about making thoughtful choices that nourish you and help you feel your best while you're managing your type 2 diabetes. Meal planning, your roadmap to nutritional success. This isn't about following complicated recipes with ingredients you've never heard of. It's about seeing how simple, everyday foods can come together to create meals that are both satisfying and good for your blood sugar. We're going to look at a well-rounded breakfast with some classic morning favorites, a lunch that's refreshing and packed with protein, a simple yet nourishing snack to tide you over, and a satisfying dinner built around lean protein and healthy sides. Get ready to discover just how easy and delicious eating well with type 2 diabetes can be. Breakfast, sunny side up. Delight with crisp greens and hearty whole wheat. Imagine kicking off your day with a bright and cheerful plate featuring those beautiful golden-yolked fried eggs, their rich centers just begging to be dipped into. The edges might have a lovely little crispness, hinting at the warmth of the pan. Right next to these sunny delights are fresh, vibrant green lettuce leaves, offering a cool and crisp contrast to the richness of the eggs. Think about that satisfying crunch as you take a bite, the slight refreshing bitterness of the lettuce waking up your taste buds. To complete this wholesome picture, there's a slice of hearty whole wheat bread with its slightly nutty aroma and a texture that feels good and substantial, promising you lasting energy throughout the morning. Maybe it's even lightly toasted, giving it a gentle warmth and a touch of golden brown goodness. This isn't just a quick breakfast. It's a lovely combination of textures and flavors. The creamy yolks, the crisp greens, and the satisfying bread, all working together to give you protein, fiber, and those essential nutrients you need to start your day on the right foot for blood sugar management. Lunch. Refreshing chicken salad with a medley of textures and flavors. Picture a chicken salad that's light and refreshing, where tender, flavorful pieces of cooked chicken are gently mixed with a dressing that's creamy but not too heavy. Imagine the pleasant chewiness of the chicken mingling with the crispness of fresh lettuce leaves, creating a really enjoyable contrast in your mouth. Adding to this vibrant mix are juicy slices of ripe red tomatoes, their slightly tangy sweetness just bursting with flavor in every bite. And for a little touch of creamy goodness, maybe there's some subtly sharp shredded cheese, just melting a little bit into the salad. This isn't your typical heavy lunchtime meal. It's a thoughtfully balanced combination of protein, healthy fats, and fiber, all designed to keep you feeling full and energized without causing a big spike in your blood sugar. The variety of textures and flavors, the tender chicken, the crisp lettuce, the juicy tomatoes, and the creamy cheese, makes this a really enjoyable and diabetes-friendly way to fuel your afternoon. Snack. A burst of natural sweetness and creamy goodness. Envision a snack that's simple yet totally satisfying, bringing together the natural sweetness of ripe fruit with the smooth, creamy comfort of yogurt. Imagine sinking your teeth into a crisp, juicy apple, its natural sugars giving you a quick and refreshing little boost. Or maybe you'd prefer the soft sweetness of a ripe pear, the tangy pop of berries, or the tropical goodness of a few slices of mango. Perfectly paired with this fruit is a dollop of silky, creamy yogurt. Choosing plain, unsweetened yogurt is a smart way to keep the added sugar in check, and you'll appreciate its subtle tang that really complements the fruit's sweetness. This isn't just a tasty little treat. It's a clever combination of natural sugars, fiber, protein, and calcium, all working to keep you feeling satisfied between meals and helping to keep your blood sugar on an even keel. It's a simple and effective way to handle those in-between meal cravings while staying on track with your healthy eating goals. Dinner. Savory grilled chicken with earthy greens and satisfying potatoes. Imagine the wonderful aroma of perfectly grilled chicken, maybe with a little bit of char on the outside, and that delicious smoky flavor, while the inside stays nice and tender and juicy. This lean protein superstar takes center stage on your plate. Alongside the chicken are vibrant, earthy greens, maybe some spinach sautéed with a hint of garlic, tender steamed green beans, or a fresh side salad with a light, flavorful vinaigrette. These greens are packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber, without adding a lot of carbohydrates. To round out this satisfying meal are some good old wholesome potatoes. While potatoes sometimes get a bad rap when it comes to diabetes, when you enjoy them in moderation and prepare them simply, like grilling, baking, or boiling, they can actually provide essential nutrients and a really satisfying feeling of fullness. Think about their slightly sweet, earthy flavor and that comforting, soft texture. This dinner is a well-rounded combination of lean protein, fiber-rich vegetables, and a sensible portion of carbohydrates, all working together to create a delicious and blood sugar-friendly way to end your day. How this menu supports type 2 diabetes management. This sample menu has been put together with a lot of thought to really support folks with type 2 diabetes in keeping their blood sugar levels in a good range. Each meal and snack focuses on those whole, unprocessed foods that your body digests more slowly, which helps to avoid those big spikes in blood sugar that you want to avoid. Having lean protein in every meal is also a great way to feel satisfied, which can help with managing your weight and not overeating. And all those wonderful non-starchy vegetables are packed with fiber, vitamins, and minerals without having a big impact on your blood sugar. Fruits are included in moderation, giving you that natural sweetness and those important nutrients without overdoing it on the carbs. Even the whole wheat bread and the moderate portion of potatoes offer complex carbohydrates for lasting energy. By really focusing on balanced meals with just the right amounts of carbohydrates, plenty of good protein, and healthy fats, this menu is designed to help your body use insulin more effectively and contribute to overall blood sugar stability. It shows that eating well with type 2 diabetes isn't about missing out on flavor or feeling hungry, but more about making smart, delicious choices that nourish your body and empower you to really take control of your health. Just remember, this is just a taste of what's possible, and what works best for you might be a little different. So chatting with your doctor or a registered dietitian for personalized advice is always a fantastic idea. Benefits of a varied and balanced diet. Think about what it really means to eat well when you're living with type 2 diabetes. It's not just about those numbers you see on your blood sugar monitor, even though those are important. It's about feeling good in your own skin, having the energy to get through your day and enjoy the things you love, and knowing that you're truly taking care of yourself from the inside out. When you make a point to eat a wide variety of healthy foods, you're basically giving your body all the different tools it needs to do its best work. Imagine feeling more in charge of your energy levels, without those sudden crashes that can leave you feeling totally wiped out. Eating a balanced diet can really help you achieve that steady flow of energy, making everyday tasks feel a whole lot easier and more enjoyable. And it's not just about how you feel right now. Nourishing your body with a good mix of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats is a really powerful way to support your health in the long run. It's like building a strong foundation for your future. By keeping your blood sugar levels more stable, you're actively lowering your risk of those longer-term complications that sometimes worry people who have diabetes. Plus, a lot of folks find that eating this way naturally helps them manage their weight, which can have a positive impact on so many other areas of their health. It's all about feeling empowered and knowing that the choices you're making at each meal are really contributing to a healthier and happier you. So, you see, taking the reins of your diet when you have type 2 diabetes is a truly powerful move towards a healthier and happier you. While there isn't one single right way to eat, the ideas we've talked about here offer a really solid path to follow. Think about filling your plate with those vibrant whole foods, the kind that haven't been processed too much and really nourish your body. Make sure you're getting plenty of those fantastic non-starchy veggies, choosing whole grains that give you lasting energy, leaning into good sources of protein, and including those healthy fats that are so important. Paying attention to how much you're eating and when you're eating can make a big difference, and even just having a simple plan for your meals can be a real game changer. Remember, eating well isn't just about keeping your blood sugar in check. It's about feeling more energetic, reducing your risk of complications down the road, and really boosting your overall well-being. Now, I really hope this has given you some helpful insights and maybe even sparked a little inspiration. If you found this video useful, please do share it with anyone else you think might benefit, maybe a friend, a family member, or someone else in your life who's also navigating type 2 diabetes. And I would absolutely love to hear from you. Do you have any questions about figuring out the best way to eat for your diabetes? Or maybe you have some of your own tips or experiences you'd like to share? Please leave a comment down below. Let's connect and support each other on this journey towards better health.